I really created it for myself, a past version of myself who was going through a lot of changes. She was coming to the end of a career, a dance career, and she was looking to the future and having to step into the unknown and having a lot of fear. Her nervous system was very dysregulated. She was constantly outsourcing and asking other people what they thought she should do. She really wasn't trusting her gut. And I believe if I would have had a circle of women who came together consistently to practice creative play, to move and dance and sing and connect and practice being a channel for creative spark to come through and no pressure to perform. I really needed not to have to be perfect all the time, or this, at least a self-conception that I should try to be perfect all the time. And if I'm honest, I was really suppressing a lot of emotions. Now, during that time, my brother also unfortunately passed away, and there was so much grief there. It forced me to start to take a look at it. And that's when my spiritual awakening happened. That's when a lot of teachers started coming my way, thankfully, and I was able to ask for help. And I started to learn all these different tools of empowered self-healing, I would say holistic healing tools. And it really changed me. I learned emotional intelligence and intuitive intelligence. I didn't need the applause anymore. I didn't need validation. I think we all need validation, but I didn't feel like my soul and my life depended on it. And I was so much more comfortable in my own skin. I was starting to be so much more myself, less anxiety, just more boldly but gently myself. And things started to line up for me. There was a lot of abundance starting to come my way and a lot of new opportunities. So where I was so afraid I'd hit this wall and I had no idea what was coming next, all of a sudden there was a movement, right? And it happened, but it was slow. And so I've created Charmed so that you can come into the experience I wish I would have had, which is a sisterhood of like-minded, big-hearted women who are unlocking their potential. And they know that doesn't come from just getting a day planner and getting organized and getting it done. They know it doesn't come from taking another course, getting yet another certification. There's no certification here in Charmed because guess what? This is not a training. This is not a training. This is all about moving and regulating and expressing and discovering and growing at your best pace. It is a reprieve from a very masculine world, and you might have that in your life. You also might have non-believers in your life who might think you're a little crazy for loving crystals and Reiki healing and having all the personal development books and all the things, but we love that here. We love all the tools, pulling them in. And we're going to have powerful discussions together. One of my favorite things we do is once a month, we have a trailblazer session to dive into the codes of women who have already paved this wonderful trail, open things up for us, and we get to just walk down that trail. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So last week, for example, we studied Jane Goodall, and we did a meditation to go into the Amazon rainforest with her and receive a message and a gift. Now, my gift was this beautiful little leather necklace with a satchel and this kind of fine powder in it. And for some reason, she told me to use it like ink. You're going to dip your pen in there and you're going to write. And the message for me was, get to it and start to write down your downloads and your wisdom. And I actually do love writing, and it's something that I've sort of put to the side. So I love that that just floated in. I wouldn't have got that message otherwise. So that's an example of one of the things we do. We meet every single Wednesday and on the special 8 points on the wheel of the year so that we have these markers. What I love about ceremony is that it changes you and it marks something. It's either a celebration or you're closing the door on something, and it gives you this little push into the next chapter. That's what ceremony does, but we need a consistent practice between the ceremonies. Now, I'm coming from a dance choreographer background, so I know the value of going into the studio again and again and again, because let's face it, inspiration doesn't always strike. But if you create fertile ground for it, it will. So I hope that I will see you in the circle. Please know that you are so welcome here. We have women of all different ages and backgrounds from all over the world. We alternate evening and afternoon times on the Wednesdays to make it possible for you to come at least maybe once a month even. And all the replays exist in the portal, and they're there for you to go through intuitively whenever you need a boost or you want to connect more deeply to your soul. I hope that you'll step in with us, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. That must be a sign. Click down below. You can choose your option of monthly or annual, and we will see you in the circle.